Coming up on Blue Nation, another go-around of the good stuff for the Golds.
Two guys with some very tiny mics quiz UWEC athletes on sports headshots.
And then Blue Gold football is back as we sat down with 4 members of the squad to talk over the hot start.
DA, run it.
900 athletes, 174 conference titles, 56 competitive teams, 26 national championships, all in one place.
Blue Nation brings you all of your Blue Gold sports action from Carson Park
take it into the end zone
to the Sonnentag,
Splash Mountain,
across the street at Hobbs,
perfect chance here, shot and score,
and back up the hill to Bollinger,
2 scores,
McPhee,
Maya Cinnamon,
and Simpson.
the bicycle kid.
Live from inside our very own TV10 studios, your starting lineup of John McClain, Gary Barta, and the rest of your sports team. This is Blue Nation.
Welcome to Blue Nation, your home for all things Blue Gold sports. I'm your host, placing my college fund on Chelsea getting a red card for the 4th straight match, John McClain.
And I'm Gary Barta, jumping for joy that the Brewers finally cannot lose in the wild card round once again, bringing you stats, scores, and more from the Blue Golds and beyond.
We welcome you back to the wheelhouse with our top plays from the past 7 days.
Our second episode of Tiny Mike Guys comes from you to the Sonnentag, where Alec and Aiden quiz UWEC athletes on their teammates' headshots.
Finally, in collaboration with UWEC Football, our first mini documentary airs covering the best start Blue Gold football has had in over a decade. The man to my left makes his debut with his top play fresh off the Terraflex.
After coming off a huge win against number 1 ranked Whitewater, the Red Hot Blue Golds volleyball squad welcome in the Eagles of Lacrosse at the Sonnentag Center. And this second effort from Abby Stanwood is what clipped the Eagles' wings in the 4th. After taking the first 2 sets with ease, Lacrosse was able to sneak away with the 3rd to force one more set. In the end, it was Abby Stanwood who had her first attempt denied, but was able to get a similar look to put the game away. And that was all she needed in order to give Eau Claire the 3-1 win over UWL. Stanwood finished the night with a total of 14 kills to go along with 17 digs. Nora Erickson also had 14 kills, and although not blood-related, her sister on the court, and Caitlin Erickson, had 26 digs of her own. Coming up this weekend, they will be in Stevens Point for the Pointers Invitational, while taking on Carthage College and number 7-ranked Washington University in St. Louis. The 5th-ranked Blue Golds hope to move up some spots with some wins this weekend. And John, Blue Golds volleyball ranked number 5 in the country now, looking to move up some spots with some clutch wins this weekend.
They are top 3 in the WIAC right now, Oshkosh at 3, Whitewater at 4, and Eau Claire at 5. But for those who have followed the men's soccer squad recently, it seemed like Alec Leroy was due for another half volley. Well, history repeated itself on the road up north at McAllister College this past week. The goal, eerily reminiscent that of one against the Storm last year, poked free out of the 18-yard box, only as far as the top of the defender's boot, lacing a rocket into the top left corner, which catapulted UWEC in front of the Scots for an eventual winner. The Blue Golds return home after the road trip victory against Beloit College, coming out on top 2-0 before capturing a draw this past Wednesday to Luther College at home, one apiece in a cagey affair in which Owen Williams was sent off in the final minute in a chaotic transition. Alec Leroy was awarded WIAC Defender of the Week in his efforts throughout this time period. And this squad, of course, Casey Home, these guys are battle tested. They're going to fight, and they're going to have a lot of fun with flair and, of course, the celebrations as always. But from men's to women's, what do we got this week?
Although it's been a slow start to the season for UWEC women's soccer team, the Blue Golds have had a chance to turn the tide when they played host to the Pipers of Hamlin University. Jada Swopes got the Blue Golds going early. The Blue Golds had not scored a goal in the last 4 games before Swopes snuck a ground ball past the keeper to put it into the back of the net. The goal was Swopes' first goal of the year, assisted by Abby Nordquist, which was her first assist on the young season as well. Swopes, a junior, gave the Blue Golds a 1-0 lead in the early minutes, their first lead since September 10th at Augsburg. However, the Blue Golds wouldn't hold on to that lead, and the offensive woes would continue. In a matchup on Wednesday against the Wartburg Knights, the Blue Golds weren't able to muster up a goal in a 1-0 loss. This marked the 6th time the Blue Golds were held scoreless so far in 11 games. And Aiden, the offense has just kind of been hard to come by for the women's soccer team. However, like I mentioned, they were able to put up one more, which is your top play.
Thanks, Gary. The women's soccer team would find the back of the net once more in this one. And who else but the superstar herself, Emma Donovan. Donovan took this one out of the air to net her third goal of the year and tie the game up for the Blue Golds against the Pipers of Hamlin University. And to quote the great Andrew Thaler, scare the Pipers. The two teams would battle back and forth for the remainder of the second half, but to no avail for either squad, as the match would eventually end in a draw after the allotted 90 minutes. The Blue Golds will attempt to defend the home field when they play host to the Titans of UW Oshkosh on Saturday, October 4th in a homecoming edition battle at Simpson Field. The Titans are coming off back-to-back wins against North Park University and St. Norbert College, 3-0 and 1-0 respectively. This will be the first time for either team that they will get a look at a conference opponent this season. And you know, John, teams are rolling, all Blue Gold sports, but so you have to see how they do this weekend. It's coming up on homecoming.
Yeah, the Golds are rolling back into homecoming weekend, but when we return, Aiden and Alec reunite at the Sonintag for our second installment of Tiny Mike Guys. Another throwback is on deck at the break. Stay tuned in. This is Blue Nation on TV 10.
Welcome back to Blue Nation on TV 10. I'm Alec Olson.
And I'm Aiden Peterson, and we are the Tiny Mike Guys. And boy, do we have an absolute banger for you tonight.
The concept of today's episode, Name to a Face. We've taken a handful of our athletes' headshots from the Blue Gold's website, and funnily enough, other athletes were the ones to take a crack at it.
Let's take a look back at the rights and wrongs. We're here with
Andre,
Max Dronin,
Josie, Madison,
And
Kylie,
Finn,
Coach Colvin or AJ Colvin,
Haley,
And
Paige, Jenna,
And
Ashley.
Rob Erickson. I'm Aiden Peterson.
I'm Alec Olson. We're here at Sonintag Center for episode 2 of Tiny Mike Guys.
Today we're going to be testing the community and students, see if they can put the faces of our athletes to the sports they play.
Here we go.
All right, first one. It's football.
Basketball. Football.
Yes.
Yes,
He also
football.
plays-
Football.
All right, ready?
I'm gonna go soccer.
Nope.
Drew Cav on the football team.
What sport did the pitcher come from?
Oh, well, that might come from baseball. He's a dual sport athlete.
First up.
Drew Kavanaugh, baseball and football.
There it is.
Hockey.
Yeah.
That's me. Hockey. Hockey.
Yes.
Good one.
Hockey. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just down the street here. We share a park.
Hockey.
Hockey. Women's hockey.
Jacob Donahue, that's all football. That's football.
Jacob Donahue, football.
Football. Football. Yeah.
Football.
Yeah.
Volleyball.
Yep.
Volleyball?
It is.
Volleyball?
Yeah.
Oh, Kayla, she's on the volleyball team.
Oh, volleyball.
Yep.
I know. Hockey. Hockey.
Yep.
Hockey, bro. That's me.
There's a pizza eating contest behind.
Hockey.
Yes.
Hockey.
Is this hockey?
Yeah.
Okay, I found the theme.
Hockey.
The softball?
Yes, softball.
Oh, I always got softball. The one time I did it. Oh.
Softball.
Yeah.
Softball.
Yep.
Softball.
Soccer. I've seen it before.
Soccer. Yeah.
Oh, I'm going with that one. Soccer. Soccer.
Golf.
Yep.
Golf.
Yeah.
Big wide open. Or we're gonna play right now. Is it golf?
It is golf.
Oh, there we go.
Golf.
Yep.
The polo. Okay.
Track and field. Volleyball.
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
Soccer? Yeah.
Nope.
Volleyball?
Yep.
Overcooked. Volleyball. Baseball?
Yeah.
Oh. I said baseball.
Oh, yeah, baseball.
The flow, the style, it feels like hockey, but I feel like it's not. You're gonna say no. Is it hockey? No, it's not hockey. You said it's going on right now?
This one is not.
This one's not.
This one plays at Kavanaugh, though.
Plays with that? Oh, so it's baseball?
Baseball?
Yep.
Hockey?
Nope.
Baseball.
Yep.
She's on the volleyball team.
Gymnastics?
Oh, nope.
Volleyball.
Yeah.
Gymnastics.
No.
Track.
Nope.
Basketball?
Nope.
No. Not basketball? You said close. That makes me think it's a sport with the ball, not a puck. Oh, yeah, with the ball, not a puck. Is it?
Volleyball. Yeah.
There it is.
Volleyball.
Yeah, there it is.
Women's soccer?
Nope.
Women's basketball.
What are we here to see tonight?
The volleyball. Oh, she's a volleyball player?
Yep.
Soccer. Volleyball. Baseball. Volleyball. Football?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wrestler?
Football.
Yep. Football.
Football.
Yacht. Football.
Football.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. That's football, baby. Yep.
Track.
No.
Softball.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hold on. Gotta look real close. Softball.
Yep.
Softball. Volleyball.
Nope.
Nope. This one's in the spring.
Softball.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Hockey.
There it is.
Hockey.
Yep.
That's hockey. That's hockey.
This one's good. This is definitely the toughest on the list.
Really? It's a current sport.
This might be one of like the only ones besides golf that we don't broadcast.
Oh, I got you. Is it tennis?
It is.
It's a
Tennis.
Yeah.
Hey.
Tennis? No. Tennis? Golf? I don't know.
Golf.
Tennis? Golf? Oh, it's either golf or tennis.
Yeah. All right, you said it so many times.
Tennis?
Yeah, there it is.
Golf.
Yep.
Once you said it was tough. Golf.
Golf. I think he's in my class.
Tennis. Okay, no golfer. He's a golfer.
There you go.
Golf.
Yeah. There we go.
Last one.
Oh, that's basketball.
There we go.
Basketball.
And that's it.
Basketball.
There we go.
I know her.
Wrestling. No, volleyball. Basketball. Thanks, coach.
Golf.
There it is, yeah.
Okay. Football.
Yeah.
Softball.
There it is, on a roll.
Hockey.
Keep going. It's the hard one.
This is the hardest one.
Okay. Tennis.
Yeah.
Come on.
There it is.
Golf. It's my neighbor. Basketball.
Here we go.
Close it out at the end.
Let's go.
Volleyball.
Yeah, there we go.
Baseball. Volleyball. Hockey. Golf.
Oh, we're on a roll.
Football. Softball. Hockey.
This is the tough one.
In the order.
Tennis.
There it is.
Golf. Basketball.
What a run at the end there. Oh my gosh. Nice job.
Well, despite the softball girls hitting the hot streak at the end, Weston Yeager still holds our record for most consecutive right answers. We'll have to see if that record will stand next time around.
Next up, the long-awaited Blue Nation original mini-doc, A New Height. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Blue Nation right here on TV 10.
Within the past month, Blue Gold football has injected new life into this campus and community for a breath of fresh air. thrashing through their opening slate of games.
It's a new height for the program, John, and we sat down with the biggest faces of the UWEC football team to talk about their illustrious 3-0 start as they head into their War on 94 homecoming matchup against UW Stout. Let's take a look.
He's well respected in the league, and his insight and experience in the WIAC allows me to introduce formally our 18th head football coach in Blue Gold history, head coach Rob Erickson.
On February 7th, 2023, Rob Erickson was handed the keys to one of the hardest jobs in the country, rebuilding an entire football culture.
And make sure you guys understand that Eau Claire is still a special place, and we're going to continue to move forward and have a great opportunity here.
His slogan, "Climb the Mountain," has been a true mantra for those who don the Navy and Gold. 3 years later, the program no longer finds themselves at the base, rather grappling to a new height. Coach Erickson comes from coaching in several national championships at the Division I FCS level, hitting pay dirt in his final year with the South Dakota State Jackrabbits in 2022.
Yeah, I mean, winning a national title at SDSU was probably the greatest football moment in my life. You work so hard in the off season and in fall camp and during the season to try to win the last game, and very few of us ever get that opportunity. And even before that national championship, a year before, we went to the national championship and lost in the last 16 seconds. And then in 2019, at the Division III level, went to the national championship and lost. So I was in the game, which is awesome in its own right, but then to actually win it, boy, I remember the post-game celebrations. I remember going out afterwards with families and just celebrating. It feels like it was yesterday. It'll always be marked. I hope I never forget it. I don't believe I will. It was a memorable day.
Although the Blue Golds are new territory, Erickson also had some WIAC experience with prior jobs at UW Whitewater and UW Platteville. On the outside, the WIAC is just another name in the crowd for D3 conferences. However, it couldn't be further from the case.
Oh, this conference it's a grind. It's a beast. I mean, we got currently, I think, 4 teams in the top 15 in the country, and that's an every year thing. And everybody aspires to be in that group that is always nationally ranked, because I think I speak for every coach in the league. If you win the WIC, you win the conference, you got a legitimate chance to win the national championship. So it's a battle to be the top of our league, because we know that we're in the driver's seat, or at least an opportunity to be one of the best in the country, and that's exciting. That's why we all came here too, though. It's a challenge.
The 8 teams consist of 3 big dogs: historic La Crosse, perennial powerhouse Whitewater, and the new high-flying River Falls Falcons. These 3 rule not only the conference, but the top spots in the nation. Stark from the spotlight before 2022, and as long as Eau Claire faithful can remember, the Blue Golds have never been able to parallel the dominance of their in-state neighbors. In 2022, Eau Claire finished 1-6 in conference, with the opposing teams hitting 50+ on numerous occasions.
Your final score here today, the UW Oshkosh Titans 61, your UW Eau Claire Blue Golds 0.
For a man who's been through the valleys of this dark period, the coaching change inspired the new generation of recruits. Gunnar Hurlburt, a senior offensive lineman and cornerstone of the franchise, recalls when the rebuild started.
At first, I didn't really know what to think, as they came in, I kind of noticed it was pretty quick that there was going to be a big culture difference on the team, and I think I didn't really have a lot of experience with the previous ones because I was just a freshman back then, but I think with the new staff, just overall around the team, just more of a structured culture and belief system through them.
Hurlburt was recruited to play just out of COVID in 2021, a year before Erickson was instated. His freshman year, the Blue Golds went 3-7 despite a 2-1 start to the season. Fast forward to 2023, Erickson's first year, hopes were high, especially the staff he brought with him. Defensive coordinator Brady Grayvold, defensive line coach Ricky Lang, and others fit the bill.
So I was a corner in high school, and then I came in, didn't really do much my freshman year here. I transitioned from corner to safety. They just saw my play style to fit more of that. And then from there, in the offseason started putting on a little bit more weight, so I started playing that outside linebacker nickel position almost. So that's what really transitioned from that. And then once this new staff came in, I started at safety again to in that spring that they all first came in, and then it was kind of a similar thing where we had a lot of good safeties, and then they thought, you know, let's try playing him at outside linebacker. So did that, and ever since then, that's what I've been sitting at.
In Erickson's first game as head coach, the Blue Golds rallied to earn a game-winning field goal against Concordia Moorhead.
Has given the Blue Golds a 31-28 lead. Here with 25 seconds to play, the Blue Golds are going crazy for Zuli. And now they've just got to hold Concordia Moorhead for 25 seconds.
However, things went from bad to worse as the Blue Golds would lose a key piece of their defense and the heart of their locker room.
The first game of the season last year, it was, I think a few plays out of halftime. And yeah, I just went in for a tackle weird. My wrist got caught up and, did not feel good at all. And, going to the doctors and seeing what it was, figuring that out, figuring what I was gonna do next, what the next steps were. It was heartbreaking at first because that year was the guys that I came in with and, I got really close with. So that was very hard decision for me.
Despite a tough schedule, the Blue Golds were able to rally together a couple of convincing games, taking Pole borderline Coe College to double overtime, as well as a dominant win on homecoming against UW Stevens Point 41-0. This is where flashes of this great team really sparked in front of the Blue Gold faithful.
Year 1 was establishing the culture. Year 2 was tightening the margins. Now year 3, it is time to win some football games.
The season started with Carroll University making the trip up north to Carson Park on a rainy Thursday night in the Valley.
Expectation was continue to win, regardless of the weather. We know football is a game where elements can always be a surprise. We always talk about finishing and how we're a fourth quarter team, regardless of the elements.
The result?
Helder. They're going to take their shot, and Yacht Schul has it. Yacht Schul to the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Golds. Helder looking. Down the seam, caught, touchdown. Here comes pressure. King is in trouble. King will throw it up for grabs, and it's picked off. Picked off, Kanalakis. Welcome back to the Blue Golds, Yanni Kanalakis. Krogman, design run. Gets to the outside. Kendon Krogman to the pylon. Touchdown. Touchdown, Blue Golds. And just see the team celebrating. They're going to go over and sing the alma mater now, and that's a great scene.
A convincing win at home to open the season set the stage for the longest road trip of the season, Kenyon College in Ohio.
Kenyon was a challenge. 16 hours basically in a bus, and you got to kind of strategically understand what the body's going to go through during that trip. And so we had to kind of modify when we started practice that week, but still go by the NCAA rules of 7 days off. And so we used Thursday as a travel day, which was unique for our kids, and we tried to crush a lot of our travel on that day, and then so Friday wasn't as long.
Looks to pass. He's got a man wide open. Caught down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Here's the snap. He'll hand it off to Rothmeyer. He's going to cut outside. Now cuts up the middle. He's going to get loose. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5 towards the pylon, and he is in for a Blue Golds touchdown. Dean going to pass it to the near side, intercepted, and this one's going to be a house call. Kenyon will drop to 0-2 on the young season. Meanwhile, the Blue Golds now 2-0 as they head back to Wisconsin.
Another successful win on the road for back-to-back non-conference wins.
I mean, it was great. You know, it was a great overall team experience. You know, just from where we were, you know, last year and previous years that I've been here, just seeing our team grow and seeing us, you know, come out the gate like that and really, like you said, make a statement. You know, I feel like we don't really care what anyone else thinks about us. We're focused on ourselves, but I feel like proving it to ourselves in that moment was so great. And you could feel it as a team, even though, you know, we played a pretty good game. Like I said, at the end of the game, we didn't play to our standard, and we know our standard's higher than that. And I feel like we all knew that after the game. We were all, you know, very excited to get a win, because wins are, you know, hard to come by, but we still all looked at each other and were like, we have more work to do.
This has happened in recent memory, however. The one milestone the team was chasing hasn't happened in 18 years. The ever-elusive 3-0.
You just kind of block out the rest of the noise, like who we are, where we're ranked, what our record is. 3-0, 0-3, it doesn't matter. We're going to play a game next Saturday, and the best team is going to win, and the best team that plays well is going to win.
They come back home to match undefeated Martin Luther College at Carson Park. All eyes were on the Blue Golds and how they would respond to the pressure.
It off for Martin Luther is Micah Koshnitsky.
He booted that ball, so I knew I had to catch that thing and get vertical right away. But when he got it to me, and I just sprinted off to the left, and I saw only 2 guys on that team, so I know I got to just kick it into another gear. When I did that, it just opened up. The guys that are blocking for me did their job, so I really didn't have to do much but just run.
Underway here at Carson Park. Yachchul inside his own 5. Angling toward the far sideline. Yachchul has got room. Yachchul breaks to the outside. Into Martin Luther territory. Down the sideline. No flags on the field. Handoff. Pushing forward. Rothmeyer. He is into the end zone. Handoff. Nick Scott into the end zone for the touchdown. Up the middle. Rothmeyer into the end zone. Touchdown. Field. Mercado again. Cuts it up. Nakai Mercado. Touchdown. Touchdown Blue Golds. Blitz coming. Donahue going to run. He's got running room. Donahue stays on his feet. To the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Blue Golds. Carson Park, once again, your final score. Blue Golds 42, Knights 6.
We're absolutely confident. We understand that we haven't played our best football yet, but we know the wars are here. That's what we like to say. The WIAC play is the best that we're ever going to see. And we understand this is it for us. We got to beat Stout. That's what the highlight of our season is. We continue to want to win, and no matter who we play, we know what this week means, and our mentality is great.
That's our focus, is just every week getting a little bit better and finding our groove and finding who we are. And so that's been the message. It sounds kind of boring to most because people want to hype it up. But there is a different elevated game. You know, like Stout, it's not a typical WIAC game. It means more to our kids. It means more to this region. It reminds me a lot of the border battle between North Dakota State and South Dakota State with the Dakota marker. I feel like it's personal to a lot of kids in our program right now, and so that hasn't been lost on me. It's definitely gonna be something we talk about, but it still comes down to, you can talk about it till you're blue in the face of really, are you gonna play your best football, and what do we need to do from now until Saturday to prepare to play our best football, and that's the only thing that matters to us.
We want to extend our deepest thank yous to all of those involved. Firstly, the stellar cinematic footage provided to us from Lillian Stewart. Check her out on Instagram at Lillian Stewart Media for all of her great work, as well as the 3 guys, Gianni, Yach, and Gunnar, along with Coach Erickson, for bringing great sports throughout this process. Finally, the all-star sports information director himself, Nick Hoven, for helping us get our ducks in a row these past couple of weeks. With all of that being said, it's time to hit victory formation and take a knee to close the week. Check us out on all past renditions, future ones, or the slate of the other 5 counterparts of ours. Visit mytv10.uwec.edu or on YouTube at UWEC TV10.
You can find more Blue Nation, Abe with Handful, Evan Sounds, and the rest of our shows on the socials as well. That's UWEC TV10 on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and more.
For myself, Gary, Alec, and Aiden, the MVP tonight and every night, Mr. David Abel at the helm, those inside the studio and out of it, we love and thank you for your time here tonight. For Blue Nation, I'm John McClain.
And I'm Gary Barta.
Saying good evening, and until next time.